Hi, welcome to Get a Clue Casual Gamer, where we get a clue, C-L-U-E, about a game. And today I'm in the middle of my top 100, and I just received this game this week, and so I'm just taking a break from doing the lists really quickly to do a real Get a Clue about a specific game. It's a game that I had not heard about until this last month or so, and I decided that I was just going to spring for it. And it says, online it says that it came out in 2023, but I think what happened was it might have come out like a Kickstarter or in another country in 2023, but not here in the US, or they didn't get the games here quick enough to sell last year. I don't know, because I'm telling you, I've never heard of it before, and it's called Lacuna. Lacuna. Apparently, lacus is Latin for lake or pond, which makes sense because in Spanish, a lake is a lago, lagos, plural. Lacus is lacus, lago, whatever. Okay, so we're going to get a clue about this game that on paper says it came out in 2023, but I had never heard of it until January of 2024, and now it is February and I have it. So let's get a clue. Components, length of play, uniqueness, and ease of play, and to find and pocketbook. First of all, weird box. A little negative there is, like, I don't mind the cylindrical box. It's a beautiful. I love the color and everything. What I don't like is how easy it is to take this top off. You can't pick it up by this because the whole thing will fall off. I don't like that. But other than that, it's a very sturdy, very solid, and it's protective of the game. So let's find out what's inside this box or cylinder with components. Okay. This comes off easy, but this part in here does not. And so you're kind of pulling this out without wanting to break it. Now, it has a purpose for being here, so that's why I don't want to break it. But it's this little cap. Excuse me. I knew that was coming. Anyway, it's in southern Alabama. It is now pollen season. It started about a week ago, and there are trees that are flowering, the pink trees. There are 2 or 3 different kinds of pink flowering trees out there. Anyway, so it's a good time to have all these lovely flowers. Anyway, so you have this top that has this hole, which has a purpose in the game. Okay? And then you have the rule book. Okay? This is the rule book. You have a measuring ruler, which looks like it's in centimeters. Okay? Yeah, because it's approximately 2.5 centimeters to an inch, approximately, roughly. And so, yeah. Okay. And then the game board is this cloth. And when I opened my thing, it was just shoved in there. So when I took stuff out, I folded it nice and neat. There's nothing fancy about this. Fortunately, they have done the zigzag on the edges, or else it would fray, I'm pretty sure. But all of this is all the board for the game. All of that. Okay? Yeah. It is quite large, square, with a big circle in the middle. And then you have this envelope here that I opened, and inside of it are the wooden flowers for the game. Okay, they play an important part. You're collecting these. We'll get to that in a minute. Then these are spare flowers if you lose one. So there's one of each kind, each color, just in case, which is very nice of them. And then there's this bag that has, excuse me, has these little tokens that are metal, and it's heavy. It's got thing, but I pulled out one of each. Here we go. We got silver and gold. Okay, this is got little threads. Silver and gold. It's a 2-player game, and one player plays gold, one player plays silver. These are hefty, nice metal, and they're kept in there. And that's it. Nothing else in there. So we have the silver and gold. We have the spare flowers and the flowers to play the game. And we'll shove that in first. There we go. You have that ruler to use if there's a discrepancy and there's a question about something. And then you have, of course, this lovely cloth and the top and the rule book and blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's it. Those are the components. Nothing else to there. Nothing else to see there. Yeah. The other problem with cylinder is the only place to write everything is down here. They say about 20 minutes to play the game, or 10 minutes. 10 minutes to play the game. I don't think, yeah, I guess you could play it in 10 minutes. I mean, when I get to how you play it, it's, yeah. You play 10 minutes, depends on how fast or how detailed each person is to the placement of their gold or silver pieces. Okay, so length of play, approximately 10-15 minutes maybe. And if you get really good and fast at it, less than that. Okay, so length of play, very short game. Very short game. U for uniqueness. Does this game remind me of any other game? No, not really. What it does speak of is it is a spatial thing, obviously, because you lay out this big mat, this big cloth, and then you'll be in the container. You'll have the wooden flowers, and that's where this comes in. You would close it, and then you would, through this hole, slowly shake out all of the wooden flowers onto this, the game board, the game cloth. And I pulled up a picture to show you what it would look like in mid-play. Okay, this is kind of what it would look like in mid-play. You got the cloth out there, you got the wooden flowers, and then you have the gold and silver pieces. Okay, so that's what it would look like. Does that remind you of any other game? The only thing that vaguely comes to mind, because it's kind of spatial, is something like jacks or marbles. Does not play anything like jacks or marbles, but that concept that you have this array of things and you're going to be going after something specific in this array, in this case flowers, opposed to marbles or jacks. So yeah, it doesn't remind me of any other game that I have ever played, except for the fact that it is a spatial thing, and kind of like marbles or jacks or whatever, the way, they're throw them out, and then, or click, hit them and they move around. Something like that. That would be similar in big size to, something like bocce ball, or, where you're trying to get your ball in a certain place, or, shuffleboard. Or crokinole. These are all spatial. You need to get your, place your things. Though in this case, it's not dexterity at all. There's no dexterity needed in this. It's literally you for uniqueness. It's literally so simple. All you're doing is taking your silver or gold piece and placing it between two of the same flower, same color, that has nothing obstructing that line between the two. So if you have a red flower here and a red flower here and there's nothing between them, you can put your silver or gold piece in there and take those two flowers, and they are now yours, and they will count for points at the end of the game. Yeah. That's the first half of the game. Is just placing your silver or gold pieces between two colors. After all of the silver and gold have gone out, then you start collecting the flower that's closest to your pieces. So let's say there were the two red flowers, and you put a silver one here. You've taken off the red. Now at the end of the first round, or the first part of the game, let's say there's a green one here, and there's a gold piece over here somewhere. Well, you're closer to it than the gold one is, so you get the green one. That's the game. That's it. The company itself, who makes this? Simon? No, who makes this? Game designed by very small writing. Creative direction. I don't know. I got it open on Board Game Geek, so let me go away from CMYK publisher. I saw CMYK someplace down there really small. CMYK, okay. I have never heard of them. Oh, okay. I pulled up top games as this publisher, Quacks of Quedlinburg. That's pretty clever. Monikers, Wavelength, twice as clever. Taverns of Tiefenfall, or whatever, Tiefenfall, whatever. That's just the top 6 that they show. So, okay, it's a well-known company. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I've played all but one of those games. Anyway, so it's a very easy game. Very, very easy. They say it's a cozy game of mystical geometry. Okay, they should have stopped with it's a cozy game. It's a cozy game. There's no rush to it. It's a cozy game. You're putting out wooden flowers, and you're picking up wooden flowers using your silver or gold pieces. Mystical geometry, yes, technically, but not really. You don't need to know any formulas for to play this game. It is a very spatial, just pretty game. So yeah, how easy is it to learn, teach, play? E for ease. It's so easy that if you played it once with some children, you could step away and they could play it on their own the next time. It is that simple. And then how easy is it to find? How easy is it on your pocketbook? Okay, retail is $40. I think that's a little much. The wooden components and the metal components are really excellent components. The box is really a good well-made, very strong, sturdy. This doesn't impress me much. It's very, And I know um, they needed it to be thin enough so that it all could fit in here, but it's okay. Um, Also, oh, I didn't show you the rule book. They have a QR code if you want to use that, but why would you need to? Um, Gives you the components, then the set, what an average setup might look like. I mean, then how it should be when you put out the flowers, how it should not be when you put out the flowers, and then just how to play, examples of yes or no. Um, it's really, and then how to score, and what if, and then questions. They answer questions that might come up, like, what if it's at equal distance to both colors? Whatever. Okay, so yes, so ease on the pocketbook, it retails for $40. I say that because now I'm going to talk to you about how easy is it to find and how easy is it on your pocketbook where you can find it. If you go to miniaturemarket.com or gamenerds.com, I will tell you, a week ago, they didn't have any in stock, which is weird. Or did they have it and their price is higher? They're both miniaturemarket.com and gamenerds.com have it priced right now today, I just checked, for $35.99 or $36, which is 10% off, which is a little high for them because normally they usually take off 20%. So that they've only taken off 10%. And I think the reason is it is such, well, first of all, it's so new, it's been out of stock, and it's very popular. It is a very popular game because it's so pretty and so easy. Anyone can play this. Unless you're real, well, not even if you're colorblind. I think the flower patterns are different enough so you can differentiate. Maybe not. Let me see. Yes, they're all shaped differently. Okay, all the flowers are shaped a little differently so you can match the right colors. Okay, so both Miniature Market and Game Nerds has it for $36. Amazon has it for $30, which is unusual. And I didn't want to do this video before I found out, made sure that it was not a knockoff, an illegal knockoff, because being cheaper than Game Nerds and Miniature Market seemed unusual, but yeah, no, it's fine. As far as I can tell, it is high-end quality. So yeah, so I'm gonna put this top on just so that it's pretty again. Let me pull it up here. There we go. Yeah, Lacuna. It's a lake with flowers floating on it. So there you have it. I've talked way too much about it, but it's so darn pretty. I mean, look at that. How could you not love that container, as well as even the top? So until next time, and yeah, I'll go back to my top 100 again. Until next time, happy gaming and God bless you and your family. Bye.